One live.
Come. First and foremost, say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well. Salutations to the men on the four corners doing this work in sincerity and truth. And salutations to you out there on YouTube, that's following the truth, man. It's coming from Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai on down to the apostles who've been bringing it out. All right, so we're going to do a open forum of, on Donald Trump being elected. What was that? November 8th, he's now the president-elect. And, this is the beginning of sorrows for us, man. We've already been in the last days, but this is just just another stepping stone in the downfall of this kingdom. Donald Trump, he's an actor, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no political background, you know what I'm saying? He started movies, and he's showing you in the media how he ain't fit to be nobody's leader. But that's how you know America's crumbling, man. Along with its infrastructure, along with its monetary system. So, these prophecies is rolling, So we're going to bring out a couple scriptures. Lord, we're going to keep this short. So you got that scripture? Bring it up, brother.
Oh, come. Bring it out. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of slaughter. Okay? Now the flock of slaughter is talking about Israelites, because we, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in America, those are the people that are being slaughtered here in America day in and day out. And I bring out for vibration's sakes, everybody know that Donald Trump won the election, right? And that doesn't change the fact that you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are being slaughtered out here in America, okay? Two things I saw, I'll bring it out real fast. Brother in Camden actually witnessed Jake getting slaughtered by these so-called crackers, man. Today, in front of his family, in front of him and his family. You know what I'm saying? So these things are still happening. Feed the flock of slaughter. These are the different ways that you're being slaughtered. And then in Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? They had an Edomite devil teacher in Baltimore yelling at Jake kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though they may be hard-headed or whatever the case may be, they showing their spirit, and they're speaking, and she was speaking the truth, man. She said, y'all idiots, you know what I'm saying? Y'all punk ass niggers, and y'all gonna get shot. And that's what's happening. And that's spiritual, because I saw that clip today, my sister showed it to me on the Shade Room, and on Instagram, Shade Room, you can go to Shade Room and look at it. The clip is on there. But I'm gonna read it again. It says, thus saith Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Because these people are getting away with slaughtering our people, man. They don't get, they slaughter our people and they get a slap on the wrist. Rather, you got cops, you got cases where cops are raping, Israelite women, and they getting probation. You know what I'm saying? You got people that are getting slaughtered, getting killed, murdered, you know what I'm saying? And then they're getting a slap on the wrist, or getting paid to do it. That's what the scripture's talking about, man. And it's not happening in no other nations.
Right. I'll add on to that. Like he said, man, like they're slaughtering our people, and they're not finding themselves guilty about it, man. Because, at the end of the day, they don't care, man. Because they've been doing it since the time, the so-called white man, since it's been rulership, since the Greeks, since the Romans, and now this is Rome part 2. So they've been getting away with it, and, they find they don't pity themselves in it, man. Because nothing for y'all. But y'all still say, oh, he was a good president. He did a lot for our community. Name one thing he did for you so-called blacks, Latinos, man. You can't say it. Because y'all still out there unemployed. Y'all still getting gunned down by these cops. Y'all still living in the ghettos. And now you thought Hillary was going to do something? Hillary was the main reason why it was a 3-strike you're out rule was in there. Yeah, y'all don't even know about the Clinton administration. Yeah, the welfare. And then now you got Trump in there. And Trump blatantly comes out and tells y'all he don't fuck with y'all. So where's y'all hoping y'all change? It ain't going to happen. But I'm going to keep reading. It says, Jeremiah 50:6, my people have been lost sheep. And our people are lost mentally, man. We don't know who the hell we are. We don't know where the hell we going. The majority of our people, 2/3, like the scripture says, is going to get destroyed. Y'all don't know where the hell y'all going, man. All right, it says the shepherds have caused them to go astray because, you know, in these churches, they big up the election, man. Them pastors get up there because you know what? They got that 501c3 charter, and they have to go out there and tell the people to go out there and vote, man. So they think that they make this brainwashing thinking that you go and vote is actually going to be a change, man. Because our people deep down inside, they want to change. They see the hardship that we're living in, but they don't know to go about the change. And that change is returning back to the Lord. All right? They have turned them away. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They forgot their resting place. Right. And that goes back to the scriptures, rising to depart, for this is not their rest. Because what are people doing? The majority of people are looking for a rest here in America. You got Johanna out there saying we're going to build a kingdom in Esau's kingdom. That's not going to happen, man. And we're not going to have a resting place until Yahweh Shai, who was sent from Yahweh to come back and put these heathens under us, man. That's our resting place. Trump ain't going to give us no rest. Everybody's like, oh, now this new thing is now that Trump is in office, oh, let's give him a chance. Chance to do what? The same thing the other 44 presidents did? Come on, man. Y'all niggas is fools out here. All right, keep reading. This is verse 7. All of them that have devoured them and their adversaries said, we offend not because we have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. They saying that they're not offended, man. For this, the affliction that they put on us, they're not offended by it. Because they saying that we have sinned not. You know, to tell you the truth, they really getting the order from the Lord to do all this stuff to us, man. Because why? We turned away. Like the scripture says, we turned away from the Lord. And for us to get back on track, we have to first and foremost understand who we are and who our power is, man. Because our power is the only way we're going to come up out of here. All right? Anybody got anything else?
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Right. You know, another part of what goes along with that, rejecting knowledge, is, you know, you got the first starting on top, you got the apostles, and then the men out here in the highways and byways in the four corners telling our people, even in our everyday lives, like, yo, don't vote, man. Voting ain't gonna get you no change. And you know, our people do, they reject that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you black Latino Americans actually 100% did not vote, it'd have been an inkling of change to the so-called white man. Like, oh, these niggas ain't beat for that shit no more. They're not that dumbed down to think that their vote counts. Because you've seen in this election that the majority vote actually won Hillary in. But the electoral vote is the one that got Trump in that office. So that shows you right there your vote don't count. And then what do Jake do, man? You got Jake mad at each other. Oh, you didn't even go out there and vote. Like, what's that nigga name from 49ers? Colin Kaepernick. He didn't go vote. So now you got niggas like, what's that nigga name from ESPN? Stephen Smith, right? That's name? Stephen A. Smith talking about, oh, I don't want to hear nothing he got to say political no more because he ain't go out there and vote. Vote for what? Then you got the niggas gonna say the lesser of two evils. Y'all niggas are foolish, man. Y'all are foolish to come out. You're like, yo, the lesser of two evils, so you know this nigga's evil. The bitch is evil. You gonna put her in over this nigga because what? He wanna grab some pussy? At least he's being honest, man. That's what problem with Jay. They want to hear smooth things. They want somebody to get that. They want to hear somebody telling them, oh yeah, I like you. I'm gonna kiss this baby. I'm gonna be in the hood. They want to do that. But behind closed doors, they signing bills and different laws to lock y'all asses up, to take away your benefits and shit like that, man. They want to cut jobs and raise taxes because you know all that shit starts off with the hoods first, man. It hits the hoods first before it hits these suburbs. They're gonna come up with inflation to raise up you going to the supermarkets in your hood buying food. Hell, y'all barely can keep the lights on in your house, man. But you want to see somebody say smooth things. That's why y'all love Obama, because Obama was what? He was a smooth face with black skin up in your face, telling you good things. But behind closed doors, what's that law he came out with? The NDAA, the National Defense
Authorization Act.
Right. And you know what that made? That made all American citizens terrorists, man. Y'all don't know he passed that law. Right now, they can go at any time arrest your ass for being for them thinking you're a terrorist. And they can hold you as long as they want to.
Detain you inevitably.
Right. You know, he also passed with that Obamacare that the chip was mandated. The RFID chip was mandated in March 2000. Was that 15 or 13? Yeah, 13. Yeah. So you know that bringing in that chip, all this stuff that Obama did under your nose because you elected that man in. But guess what? He ain't bring no more jobs to the hood. He ain't bring no more black-owned businesses. He ain't lower the abortion rates in our neighborhoods. There's more alcohol and drugs in our neighborhoods. So what good did Obama did? There's one else.
Bring something out real fast because the brother bringing out a lot of good points, and Obama's not even our people, man.
Right.
He doesn't have our best. He doesn't have our people's best interest because he's not our people. And the brother brought out, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What knowledge they're talking about? Because everybody got a so-called GED, everybody street smart, everybody got a PhD, masters, everybody got some kind of knowledge in their mind, but you don't have no knowledge of the scriptures, the laws, don't have no knowledge of the prophecies, don't have no knowledge of what's going on, what was of the past and what is to come. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring this out real fast. There's a Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren, okay, shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. This is simple knowledge and understanding that our people don't understand. First and foremost, Obama's not our people. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, now you're voting for Hillary or Donald Trump. They're not our people. Chapter 8, verse 18. Ye shall cry out in that day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you, and Yahweh will not
back up everything that brothers are saying. This is the book of Psalms 94, and I'm gonna start at verse 8. Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? You know, on the topic at hand, that's what the Lord is asking. When will you be wise? When are you people going to understand that voting for these presidents, voting for these politicians, putting your trust in man is not going to get you delivered out of Jacob's trouble, man? When will you understand that? And the Lord going to get a little poetic on your simple asses, man. Because he goes on and he says in verse 9, he that planted the ear, he that created the ear on your flesh, shall he not hear you? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? He that chastiseth the heathen, shall he not correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man. Okay, so you looking for deliverance, you looking for someone to guide you out of your tribulation, out of your daily struggles. It's the one that's above that you can't see that you should be praying to. Okay, the sacrificing daily, and we don't mean animal sacrifices or drink offerings and so on and so forth, but sacrifice yourself how? By straying away from the society, keeping the law, such as the commandments, putting the Lord first. That's the ultimate sacrifice, putting the Lord first, man. It's like these brothers in this room right here doing, and brothers, the elect are called the four corners of the earth. Okay, that's how it goes down. And another scripture to back that up real quick. This is Psalm 107 and verse 17. Fools, because of their transgression and because of their iniquities, are afflicted. And that's why you people are doing Jacob's trouble. That's going to be all jacked up, man. Because right here, us men in this room, we don't give two shit about who the president of this godforsaken land is. But you niggas want to be out there protesting and marching. All they going to do is grab all you stupid niggas up and throw you in the concentration camp quicker, man. They're all, I mean, we're going to pay period to be Israel. That's what the Lord got us going through. But you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into protesting over one cracker over the other cracker. Good, King.
This is happened yesterday. In fact, in Central Jersey. All right, it says Rutgers is a big university in New Jersey. All right, it says Rutgers students peacefully joined nationwide protest of Trump. Story highlights: like students on campuses across the country, Rutgers students rallied in Voorhees Mall against the election of Trump. They asked University President Robert Barchi to declare the university as a sanctuary campus. Demonstration organizers emphasized to students that they should remain orderly and avoid provoking any conflict. A handful of Trump supporters carrying an American flag and a Trump-Pence campaign banner stood quietly at the rear of the rally. And you know what this is going to invoke is the race riots here, man. Because you know right now you got majority of Edomites in America voted for Trump. We brought out the sit down we did about the percentages of black women, black men, Latino men, Latino women, and other nationality voting for Hillary. Majority of them voted for Hillary, and they said that majority of white so-called white men and so-called white women, they voted for Trump. So you know all this is going to lead up to race riots, you know, and that goes back to the scriptures. This is Matthew 24, and I'll just read 7. And it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And this is just the beginning of sorrows. So going back to this, you know, because you got these so-called peaceful protests. But you know, you seen from when they was doing the Black Lives Matter, it was all lives matter. And them niggas was clashing. Now you got the Trump versus Hillary. They're gonna start clashing sooner or later. And you know what's gonna happen is them white supporters of Hillary are gonna go back to their own people eventually, and you niggas and you spicks is gonna be out there by yourselves. And you know what's gonna happen? These other nationalities, they're gonna go back to their own corner. Cause you know at the end of the day, because you know when they's campaigning, they don't go to little Italy. They don't go to Chinatown. They don't go to the so-called Africans, not so-called Africans, the actual Africans, the Korean town. They don't go there and push their campaign. They always go to the black and Latino communities, man. And you know what's gonna happen? These other nationalities are gonna back away from that protest. They're gonna tell their, because right now it's like the younger generation doing the most protesting in these other nations. Their fathers and their mothers gonna tell their asses take their ass home, man. Come in the house.
The Hellenized ones.
Right. They gonna tell them motherfuckers to go back in the house. Stop being out there with them blacks and Latinos before you get your head cracked. And they gonna listen to their parents. And you black Latinos gonna be the only ones on the outside fighting against the so-called white man. And that's when all hell gonna break loose. And that's gonna invoke martial law. And that's gonna invoke the chip. And that's these prophecies keep going on and on. All right. If anybody got anything else,
to add on to that. If you move down where it says to 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So what the brother said, eventually they're just gonna forget about that love. It's peaceful now, but and continue. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So basically, if we endure to the end, where it says, and this the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So, like the brother said, this is the beginning, and this is just what's gonna escalate into something more bigger,
Right, because I can testify for myself. I done lost. Doesn't even matter. I done lost a woman over this Hillary and Trump shit just for me not voting. I done lost Facebook friends over this shit. Co-workers don't fuck with me over this shit. It's all about an election shit, man. Yeah, and they've all been Jake. That's the thing about it.
Just to add on to that, my Eve's brother, my brother. Today I seen on the television that this guy, I believe, I want to say he was a Trump supporter, Hillary, I don't remember which one it was, but he had wired his sign on his front lawn with electricity, because there was people that would run up on his lawn and remove the sign and throw it, and he had his camera out, man. You see motherfuckers running up on the sign and getting shot, and they tried to rip it out of the ground. He ran up, grabbed him. One guy, he hit the floor, started shaking it, started convulsing. Well, you shouldn't be on people's lawns anyway. Right. But hey, that just goes to show you that when you're not home, this is what people feel like. And he didn't know for a long time, like, why are my signs keep ending up on the lawn? Is the wind blowing it, or is it somebody doing it? So he put the camera up and saw the people doing it. And these are people that were walking their dogs. They were walking their dogs in the neighborhood. I think it was a Trump sign. They went to go kick the sign down and lifting it out of the ground. They put the electricity thing on it, and motherfuckers were getting shot, man. I can Google that shit, man. That just goes to show you the brother was saying it's gonna go wax cold. That's on the lower level, man. On the lower level. Like, me and these brothers, the bar, the brother, my side, we talk about the racism. Just here in Jersey alone, it's ridiculous, man. And this is before the damn elections, man. Before we were voting for Trump and these two dyke bitches, Trump and Hillary, they both dyke. They both look the same. Right? They both devils. They both got fucking skin cancer, and they're getting ready to choke. One's like 70, the other one, didn't she just pass out? Throwing one of the fucking campaigns, man? Yeah. And so you the fuck you want to vote for? Yeah. Alright? But it's just going to show you, man, out here, these motherfuckers been racist, man. It's not because they voted for Trump. Motherfuckers that voted for Hillary racist, too.
Right. So, I want to bring something out real fast, too. Exactly, South Orange. The majority of the student body is Seton Hall, and that's a prestigious school in Jersey. So the majority of student bodies are Edomites, so-called Caucasians. So it was an incident where they had like a handful of so-called minorities, all right, Negroes, Latinos, and other I guess nationalities. They had a Muslim prayer group, right? And then with these two Edomites walked behind these two girls and was grabbing their ass. So they turned around and like, what are you doing? And they said, we could do that, Trump the president. You gotta understand that this is the times we in, man. This is the fucking times we in, and can't nobody do anything about it. They investigating that shit.
Trump said grab the pussy.
Yeah, he said grab the pussy. Grab by the pussy, man. And these people don't have no idea, like especially women, man. You gonna have no power in that day, man.
That's right, man.
And this is the actual email that they sent to students after various different incidents. It says, let me read it real fast. It says, "Dear students, we have just emerged from an extremely competitive election. Many of us feel deeply affected by the long months of this dynamic campaign. Now we need to rise above our differences when there was always differences." You know what I'm saying? Within the academic community, and it is a tradition to respond to differences, especially political ones, with the civility and mutual respect, while agreeing to disagree about the issues. I also want to remind students that you have the support of caring faculty, a dedicated and professional counseling office, and mentors and advisors who are willing to listen. Please seek them out if you want to talk. Unfortunately, we have received reports of biased incidents on campus in the last 2 days. Because this incident happened the next day right after the election. So as soon as Trump won, these two Edomites feel like, man, I'm going to go up these minorities, these Israelites, and grab their ass. You know what I'm saying? It says, "These are being investigated. Meanwhile, let me remind all of us that we have zero tolerance for this type of incivility. We pride ourselves in being an exclusive community. We may disagree politically, but we are one community at Seton Hall, and we are one nation. We will move on." All bullshit, man, because that race is still going to happen. People going to still what they going to do. And that's what it says in 2nd Esdras, man. They're going to have no regard for their kings. They're going to have no regard for man, for woman, child, police, authority. They ain't gonna have no control. They don't have no control. If you had control, the email would be no reason to make the email. You would have got them, it'd have been done with, man. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. Very quick to one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? Especially go with a topic like this. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 21. "And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding." Because what? He removed kings and he set up kings. So the Lord is with all of this division, all this bigotry being pushed out on the earth. He was with Trump getting in office. He knows Trump is a devil, but he's stirring it up. He's stirring up the racism of these Edomites, the perpetual hatred that he had for his chosen people, and he's going to get it through his people's thick head that these Edomites don't like you. I don't care how your friends, my white buddies, your white buddies you had, none of that shit, man. All that's been doesn't know over a fucking election. How many elections have we had in like a few years? You had elections, man. It's never been this heated with the racial shit, man. Even with Obama, it would have been more racist when Obama got first in office. But no, it's more racist now because this is the time. This is the end. And the Lord set it up to maybe be the last president of America. Well,
I got you back that right up, brother. This is Jeremiah 30:7. "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, and he shall be saved out of it." Like the brother was saying, man, the Lord set this up. So you people mad at y'all want to revote or re-election or whatever you want to call it. You're mad at Congress or the Electoral College. You need to be mad at the power of Israel, Yahweh, man. Because he's the one that made this happen. Because like we mentioned this before, Trump, he didn't do nothing he didn't do nothing personally to Israelites to make Israelites hate him. All Trump did was expose all these Edomites that already felt some type of way, man. They just all came out the woodworks. All right, and that was the Lord. Because why? Because he said, "At last, the day is here, man. That's America's time. It's over." Look at the world. The world is ready, man. The world been talking shit to America. North Korea said, "Congratulations, Trump. We're still gonna make more nuclear weapons." Why? Why are they making nuclear weapons, man? That's what they said. They said, "Congratulations, Trump. We still pumping more nuclear weapons. Y'all ain't stopping nothing, man." Obama, they did all that talking. China still flexing out there. Philippines turned against America and they joined China. They were just beefing.
They call him son of a bitch, Obama.
They was just beefing with China over them islands in the South Asia Sea. And they left America and they hooked up with Russia and China, man. And they called out America on their shit for them killing Jakes out here in the streets. Because they tried to come at the Philippines president's neck because he was killing known drug dealers, man. Yeah. This world is all fucked up. Right. Here it is, they killing drug dealers righteously, and America getting mad because they killing drug dealers, man. But here it is, we men, working class men are getting killed down here in front of their kids, getting shot down, women getting killed. They don't talk about all the women that get killed.
So America's getting the opium and the drugs.
That's right, you know what I'm saying?
That's their money maker.
They don't talk about all the Native American women getting killed out here, or the Mexican women in the West Coast is getting killed by police. You know, all the Southern tribe, Northern tribe people are getting killed out here. In America, they don't ever talk. That's why the president of the Philippines, they brought that shit out. I mean, y'all some hypocrites out there. I ain't to worry about your own problems. China said it too. China said like 2 months ago they said it. They call America out and shit. But the scripture say, alas, the day, that great day is here. What is that great day? Fucking Rome finally fucking falls, man. You know how many uprisings Rome had in their first incarnation? And people will fight all over, man. That's part of the reason why they fell to the Byzantine Empire, which was Israelites, because Rome was fighting war all over the place. They was fighting war in Spain. They was trying to hold on to everything. America's doing the same thing right now. They won't be able to hold on. That's why the Most High got the spirit of people out here protesting. But you niggas shouldn't be out there protesting. But hey, that's what it is. The Most High got to do it. Now they gonna learn the hard way, man. You get your head cracked open. And you go out there, no justice or peace or else, and you start seeing the people next to you get blown away, man. What do you think all the guns is for? As the brother did the video, man. Wait, why do you think Homeland Security bought all them hollow tip bullets years back? At the end of the day, the Lord said what? This is verse 8. It says, "For it shall come to pass in that day, say the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke," talking about Jacob's yoke, so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos. So I will break the yoke off your neck, and I will burst thy bonds. And strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. So no longer will these other nations make themselves rich off of us. No longer we ain't gonna vote no more for these devils, man. We gonna be in charge, and that's just what it is. They gonna bring us our gold. They gonna bring us our silver. They gonna bring us the finest of their women. They gonna bring us the best grapes they got, all their berries. We're gonna drink the finest of wines. We're gonna eat the finest grains and breads and the best clean foods according to the scriptures. Shit, we're gonna eat giraffe in that day, man. Right. We're gonna eat giraffe ribs. Go ahead.
I gotta get back this up. This is Jeremiah 50 and 13. Like the brother's talking about all these other nations, man. Like he said that they still gonna make their missiles. Who's that, Kim Jong-un?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Jeremiah 50 and 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon, which is America, shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. That's spare right. No arrows. And that arrows are like ICBM missiles, man. They ain't gonna spare none of them. He said he's still gonna keep building his missiles. They're not gonna spare none in that day, man. All right. For she have sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundation are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the revenge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handeth the sickle in the time of harvest. For the fear of the oppressing sword, they that shall turn for the fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. Because after they sit here and bomb this place, before they do it, because Putin's already telling his people to come out of America, man. He's telling them to come out on embassies. Everybody that's Russian, they got Russian descent, come back to Russia, because they preparing for that World War III, man. These other nations, they don't give a fuck who the president is. They could have been Hillary or Trump. They still gonna send them arrows, like the scripture said, them ICBM missiles over here to America, man. It's inevitable, like the guy said in the Matrix when he whispered in Neo's ear. It's inevitable, right? That this place has to go down, man. There's no president, there's no governor, no mayor that can come and bring change to these scriptures, man. Because what the Lord says out of his mouth has to happen. He's not a man that he shall lie. So America being destroyed is going to happen. So you Jake out there trying to find some kind of hope, some kind of peace, some kind of way out of this, just know America ain't the way, man. That's why the scripture here says, we move out the midst of Babylon. This is our Jeremiah 50:8. We move out the midst of Babylon and go ye forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the goats before the flock. It's talking about the Israelites first and foremost, mentally come up out of this society, man. Come up out of the fact that you cannot make it here in America. You sit here trying to keep building this place, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole, and you're going to find yourself with that RFID chip, man. Because you're going to think that's going to bring change. And that's going to bring nothing but the sword. And obviously, ICB and missiles raining down on you.
Yeah, quick preset to back you up and back the brother up. I got Isaiah 13 and 14. It says, and it shall come to pass, no, it shall, and it said, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. That they that it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. You know what I'm saying? Because like the brother was talking about, you know, Putin already told his people to go back into Russia, man. And what you are seeing right now is you're witnessing is the fall of this wicked kingdom, man. And like the brother was bringing out, he said that the Most High is going to take the yoke off Jacob. So you see Esau kingdom falling down, and you see the yokes of Jacob coming off. And these other strangers, we're not going to be serving these other strangers no more. Quick, please let to back that up. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this is what you see manifesting through the Spirit, man. This is the end of this thing. And the scripture already talk about the end of the thing is better than the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about chattel slavery or any of the other captivities. We're talking about the last captivity as Israelites, man. Babylon, the extension of Rome, man. We're talking about we actually came here on spaceship. We coming here to slaughter these other nations, starting with Esau, man. They're gonna be a hardcore slavery, and then they're gonna be extinct. And these other nations are gonna be bringing the finest things, like the brother was bringing out, man.
You said two, brother, from you read Isaiah 13 to 14, 15 on down, 18.
Isaiah 13, let's start back at 14. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Break it down.
Oh, Connie, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else, you know what I'm saying, shall be thrust through. And that's what's gonna happen, because you got race wars that are gonna pop off in this thing. You got basically that's what's gonna be that's the main thing, these race wars. Because people gonna be kicking in your doors. You gonna have FEMA troops, you gonna have all kinds of crazy things, you know, these other nations coming over here to kick Esau's ass, but they gonna be fucking you 2/3 up too, man. They be kicking your doors down, raping your children, raping the men, raping the kids, and even raping your fucking animals and your dogs, man. Right. You have no idea what's coming to this place, but that's what's gonna happen, man. And after you get raped, you're gonna get killed. All kinds of stuff is coming to this place, man. Plagues, famine, you know what I'm saying? You got people cutting each other through the spirit. I saw a video, man. They were actually cutting people butt cheeks off, cutting the bottom of their heels, their foots off, and just throwing the meat in the pile, man. That's what's going to happen in that day. It ain't going to be going to no store, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So it's going to be a bunch of death, massive death. And that's why the scriptures say, man, my people are led as a flock to slaughter. You're going to be getting slaughtered in that day, thrust through, man.
Hey, man, if you're not getting, you pay attention.
and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Because you're gonna have wicked Jake, you have other nations thinking about that their money actually means something, man. And nobody got silver and gold in these days. You have these drug dealers and all these people, these wicked people that actually got all their goods through unjustly, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna actually try to use that in a day of calamity. When all of that is not gonna profit you in that day, man. All that stuff you got in the day of the Lord, you think that your guns, your money, your riches, your houses, your strongholds, your underground bunkers, all that stuff, it's not gonna profit you during the day of calamity.
Say this real quick. It's not just that you devils are gonna die, man. Justice is gonna be received. That's what it is. Justice and judgments. Justice for the 12 tribes of Israel, the nation of Israel, and judgment for all your atrocities. That's plain. That's all I have to say.
Right, just like if you've seen that show Spartacus, at the end when he took down Batiatus, he said what? He said blood deserves blood.
Correct.
So that y'all shed blood, y'all blood has to be shed. Like the scripture said, he who leaves the captivity shall go into captivity. Who killed the sword must be killed with the sword. So there is no repentance for you Edomites, man. You have to go out the same way y'all came in. Alright? So with that, we're going to close out. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Salutations to the apostles, the elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers in the four corners. Just hold on strong, man. We almost home. Shalom.